Like many men my age, I've come to some, I don't know how one would even describe this. Let me describe how it started out. I have been reading digital magazines on my iPad in the evenings for probably about a month now, maybe more than a month. I was reading digital magazines earlier. Reading digital magazines has given me the indication that I need a hobby, which seems rather strange since podcasting is a hobby, and rather strange since simulating is a hobby and programming is a hobby, and I'm a man of many hobbies. So it seems very strange at this juncture that I would actually be considering another hobby. But anyway, reading through the magazines, in large part due to the way the magazines were framed, I've been reading radio-controlled car magazines, which I used to read, 15, 20 years ago. I had a radio-controlled car, and this fits in with our life in Vegas. For all of about 20 minutes, I purchased one on eBay, which seems to be the best way to actually purchase a radio-controlled car, and ran it into a curb almost instantly. They go remarkably fast, or they went remarkably fast 15 years ago. They now go extraordinarily fast, more than 100 miles an hour in some cases. So I've been pitched recently that I should start doing radio-controlled cars again. And I've thought about this, and I've looked online, and I've used YouTube and various other sources to, as one does when one starts a new hobby, one goes to YouTube and one finds the talking heads on YouTube associated with these various hobbies. And I've realized that these people have space in order to spend time assembling these tiny little kits and a variety of other things. I mean, this is the benefit of eBay, is that basically if you don't want that aspect of the hobby, you can just buy the car outright and try it out accordingly. And there's a lot of places that I go with my daughters that have open space. And I guess a radio-controlled car would fill that open space. But then I come to realize that actually my daughters are filling that space. And the time that I spend with my daughters is probably far more important than the time spent pontificating associated with a future hobby, particularly when I have so many hobbies already. So I've gone through this process of how you can enjoy the best aspects of a hobby through YouTube and these kind of things in relaxation, but not actually have to fork out the money or undergo the space or to take up the, umpteen locations in order to fit these radio-controlled cars. It's wonderful to actually see on YouTube who the top radio-controlled car people are, and they have rooms dedicated in their house to radio-controlled cars, and they have 15, 20 of the things hanging up on racks and this kind of stuff. And this is certainly not what I desire in my future. So it's an interesting way to stop and start a hobby very quickly, get a maximum amount of information, but actually probably just come back to your other hobbies with a hung head, realizing that you should be spending time doing those things. Anyway, Don Bartley on Las Vegas, Nevada, signing out.